Hey, welcome back everyone. Welcome to another Let's Do This DIY. My name is Darren. If this is your first time checking me out, definitely hit that subscribe button. But pretty much this channel is all about me doing DIY projects around the house, so you can kind of figure out things for yourselves, get a little inspiration. But today, quick and easy project, ideally quick and easy. Because it's raining outside, it doesn't make any sense doing anything outside today. But back in like 2021-ish, 2022, I painted all the doors black, which was pretty cool. I got the video up there, but that was before I started a DIY channel, so I didn't record it like a normal DIY video. It's more like a vlog type style, but you can check it out also. But I painted all the doors black. Now, the only thing I didn't do was I always wanted to change the doorknobs out because these are supposed to be, let me see if I get a better zoom in picture. Maybe if I turn the light on. Well, I guess that's what it's gonna be. But these are supposed to be all rub bronze. This was all put in by the builder. And honestly, I don't think they actually got all rub bronze. I think they just spray painted or painted the knobs, because the door downstairs, before I changed it to another doorknob, it was starting to scratch up and you can see the bronze at the bottom of it, and it looks like it was just painted. And so I always knew I was going to change them out. So I didn't take the doorknobs off when I painted the doors. I just painted around them because I knew I was going to change them anyway, and I didn't care if I got paint on them. So the only issue is that while painting the doors, I didn't actually realize how many doors we had in the house until I actually started painting them. Because when I started the project, I was just thinking about the doors going into the room. Then I remembered the closet doors, and that's when things got a little dicey, and it took me a lot longer than I was supposed to do. So then I stopped on my plan of changing out the doorknobs, because I'll do that later. There's a lot of doors. Doorknobs are pretty expensive. So I finally ended up buying a set from Amazon. I'll drop the link. You guys will see in a little while. I got to go unbox them downstairs, so I don't have them out the show just yet. But I'm going to have some touch-up paint, take these old doorknobs off. Once I take the old doorknobs off, I'm going to do a little quick coat of touch-up paint around it, let it dry. I'll show you guys how to change the doorknobs if you haven't changed the doorknobs before in your life. I went with a lover style doorknob. You'll see in a little while. And I have enough. I needed 18. No, I needed 17, because one of the closets has double doors, which wasn't going to work for it. But I needed 17. I ended up buying 18 just in case things go south. It was a pack of 10 and a pack of 8. And I think I paid maybe about $300, give or take. So check them out. And they are actually matte black. And I went with matte black because I started changing all the fixtures around the house to matte black, like the faucets and sinks and stuff. But that's a lot of talking. Right now in the master bedroom, this is holding up well. Someone dropped in the comments of this video that I should do a mantle. And after having this up for about a year, a little less than a year, I agree. I'm gonna build a mantle, so I'll do that in a future video. But for now, let's tackle this. If you guys want to know the color of this door, if you don't want to go check out the other video I did, this is Dark Secret by Behr in semi-gloss paint. But let's do this. All right, so these are the doorknobs right here. They all have locks on them. These are all entry room doors, so they all have locks, so it makes it a little easier. Now, this does mean that the closets will have locks on them, but with the price I paid for the set, it doesn't really matter too much, to be honest with you. But it's gonna pretty much look like that once I replace it. Yeah, a lot better. We'll use the pantry because it's a lot lighter in here. You can see better, but taking off doorknobs are really easy. All you have to do is take these 2 screws out. A lot of the times, if you're using the same brand doorknob, just changing the color, you can still keep the same hardware to inside, so you don't actually have to remove this latch. Because I bought all the doorknobs at once, and I'm $300 in the hole, I'm not even going to test it out to see if the same latch works. A lot of times they do, sometimes they don't. It's hit or miss. I think it might come down to branding. I don't know. Somebody in the comments could probably answer that. But I'll just take this all out. So it's these 2 screws, and then this 2 screw, pop it out, and it's good to go. Now sometimes there are where these screws are kind of hidden because they screw in and then they're supposed to twist this to cover it. Luckily, this is not that type. It's just right here. Screw them out, pop it in other ones, and I'm good to go. I forgot I never finished this door. This is the only door in the house I never finished. I think it's gonna run out of paint, and I just never went back and got paint. And I also got fed up with painting. And plus, we don't open this door a lot, to be quite honest with you. So that's probably another reason I forgot about it. But that was actually, ironically, that was the first door I actually painted to see if I liked it or not. And then I just never finished. But coming along. Most doorknobs are going to come with the same stuff, unless you get like a really basic set, which usually might just be like maybe some replacement parts. But most doorknobs come with everything that you need. Obviously, it's going to come with directions. Now, if you don't have the holes already built in your door, you can actually use this template to cut the corners out. That's a whole nother ordeal that we're not going to go through today. But we have the new pieces here, and we're just pretty much going to install. It's pretty straightforward. There's only 3 steps, technically speaking, if you don't have to cut a hole in your door, and we should be good. Now, I say we should be good, but have you ever done a project that should be good and easy and straightforward and never works out that way? So we'll see if this actually does work out the way planned. Now, I do have a couple of recommendations to kind of get you started. First things first, if depending on the type of doorknob you have, you definitely want to take your time with it, especially if you're buying a more expensive doorknob, whether it's for your front door or because those could be like $200 sometimes or more. You don't want to use a drill. You can use a drill, but the problem is a lot of times, especially if you have a round doorknob like this, when you put the drill in to drill this screw in right here, it gets really close to the handle and you'll get something like this where it scratches it up. I don't know if it's zooming in. And if you just spent $200 on a doorknob, you probably don't want to have that to happen to you. So I would just say take your time and use a long screwdriver that has enough clearance where it's not rubbing against the door. You can probably also just wrap the doorknob with like some type of like duct tape or something like that to try to protect a little bit more. But it is easy to scratch, so be on the lookout. See, I didn't really care about this because I was taking these doors off anyway. And we should be good, but like I told you, probably can't see, but it has like that brass color underneath, which is really thin. So any little scratches was really showing it up pretty quickly. But this actually is really solid, like it's really heavy. And we'll see how well it lasts, but let's do this. So first we're going to start off with adding the latch back in there. So if you want to know which way this goes, it's pretty straightforward. This smooth angle side, as you can see right here, this part faces the door, because what ends up happening is as your door closes, with you pushing it, it's smooth enough to where it kind of just closes on its own, but once it's in there, it can't. So this part faces the door jamb and door frame. So prime example, this door comes out this way. So this latch is going to go this way because it's going to swing in and close. Once it's closed, you won't be able to pull back out until you turn the knobs. So recap, this little smooth side, this is going to be facing the door jamb. So this little lump right here in your door, it's going to be facing this. It slides in on this plate and it closes. I think I explained that correctly. We'll see. But yeah, just pop this bad boy in here like so. You might have to wiggle a little bit, but it's just wood, so it'll be all right. It's kind of hard on my left hand actually, but there you go. We're in. Bada bing, bada boom. That's straightforward like that. Once it's in there, good to go. Take your screws, screw this bad boy in here. Now, if you're adding a door knob for the first time, like there's a hole here, you just get a door with no holes cut. You will have to prep it by actually using a chisel and chiseling out the section. But we're good to go from here. Doorknobs, specifically this one. Usually they're all the same. They're going to come with these two sides. You feed one side through the holes. With this door, you just want the locking mechanism to be in the room that you're in. And this guy's for the outside here. Make life easy for yourself. Right now this is in the, I believe this is in the lock position. So all you have to do is twist this up to the lock position because it has to catch this little metal pin that's in here. And that slides into this hole so that it can actually lock and unlock. So I like to put this side in first, the side with the actual pin and stuff in it. So we'll pop this bad boy on this side, fits through the holes. Fits through the holes pretty good. You could actually, now move this so you can see a little better. This little pin that's sticking out, that's what has to go into the locking mechanism. So since this is straight up and down, I have to make sure my lock is straight up and down. All right, so that's lock is up and down. So put the knob on, is in there, boom, it's good to go. Now with this lock, luckily, the doorknob is not in the way, so I can actually just put this first screw in, and I can actually drill the first screw with enough clearance so I won't scratch the doorknob. The second one, I actually have to bend this down as I twist it in my hand and then use a screwdriver to get it tight. So for now, let's get this bad boy in here. And then like I said, you gotta, it's being, well, it's locked, but it's being blocked by the doorknob. So I have to bend it down, and then when it's down, I can actually put this screw in. And then just hand tight, and that's it. Now the kit did come with a new, I don't know what this is called, it might be called a catch plate or whatever it's called, but it did come with a new one of these. But so far I haven't had to change them out because it's closing perfectly fine with them in there. Now, sometimes you might not be as lucky and you have to change these out, or you could just change them out just because you have them and they'll match a little bit better. But this still matches the hinges pretty well. And these get scratched up, so I'm just gonna wait until they get scratched up a little bit more and then replace them as I need to. So as of right now, I'm just gonna save the kits, the ones that came in a new kit, and I'll just keep them here for now. But here's how it looks. I think it looks pretty good. What you guys think? Yeah, you can actually see another room. Let's go. Sorry for the mess. We didn't clean up yet, but, well, actually it's not that bad. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Oh yeah, we're looking good. And you can see the semi-gloss in the camera. You see how it shines, but in real life you can't really see it like that. But I do like in cameras, it does look really good. And I did take this opportunity to kind of touch up any nicks and dings that the door has gotten over the past 2 years. So that's been pretty cool. Yeah, I think it looks good. Makes a little bit more upgrade. Another reason why I also like this is because the other doorknobs had the little pinhole with a little key that you have to like twist in there. And they're supposed to be up here. We keep them up on top of the doors, but over time we've been losing more and more of them somehow, some way, even though we don't use them very often. So I just figured this is easier because you can actually just use like a coin or something, and it's easier to unlock these if you actually do get locked by accident. So I like them. And these seem so heavy duty. I'm actually really happy with them. Now I just gotta see if Cheryl likes it, because I kind of did this without her approval. But I was able to knock out all the doors downstairs. I still have to do the doors upstairs. It's going to take a little longer because those rooms all have closets. Then our master bedroom has not only the closet, but then the bathroom and then the small toilet room. So that's a couple doors in there. So I'll be here probably for the next like couple hours, but I'll let you guys see the finished products a little bit more in all the different rooms. But until then, you know, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any tips for somebody else, definitely drop it in the comments below. But let's keep this going.